Yeah.
Alrighty, we got Floyd in the house. Floyd has just showed up, and basically what I got Floyd here for, he's the upholstery guy, and I want to ask him a few questions about the roof and see if he even wants to do the roof, what we need for the roof, what I'd put on the roof, all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure if you've seen a wooden roof with aluminum on it or not yet, with staples on it, but we are on air. Go ahead, Floyd, tell us what you think.
I have now, yeah.
You have now. So me and Derek did the roof out of wood.
Yeah.
And then me and Jolene did the aluminum and covered the inside. You can see the inside, how we got the material on the inside. I didn't really want to go to putting, what did I say, doing a headliner and an outside piece and all that sort of stuff. So the headliner sort of, I guess I'm good with it now. Yeah, it's just material glued on there.
Yeah, with wood you had the perfect roof to do the other type headliner, but that's...
Is it?
No, that's good. The wood looks good.
Yes, but that would have been more work, would it not? More, well...
Yeah, a bit more.
But I can put a roof liner in it, even though if I want to now.
Anytime, yeah.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah. What about the outside?
Well, you're going to need something for padding. Right?
So would you, what, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1/4 inch? I'd like to keep the roof as thin as possible, I think.
Then try it.
Or I don't want to build it up too high, but that would be your call. With that head like that.
Probably a 1/2 inch.
Okay. And the styrofoam would hide them staples, no problem, I'm thinking.
It should, yeah.
Okay. How would you put that on there? Glue?
Probably, yeah.
Would you glue the whole thing? Glue the whole thing?
Depending on what the padding's like, you may be able to just put a staple here and there to hold it, and the material will hold it down.
Okay. Yeah. What else was I going to say? I was going to put a plexiglass back window in it, and I was just going to drill holes in it and put it on there, and then the shape of the window, it doesn't necessarily need to be square like that. Could you make the shape out of the material? Could you round them corners with your material laid over top of it? I booby trapped you.
I know.
If
you could, yeah.
So if I went maybe 1/4 inch plexi down to wherever, like, would that be too much? Or the 1/2 inch foam would bring it up to that probably?
It would have been nice to...
Put it in first or last?
No, have round corners. But,
round corners? I could glue a piece of wood in there, I suppose. Yeah. Don't really want to.
It just depends how we fasten the material.
How would you fasten the material?
If we had round corners, you could just tuck the material in there and then set your window in afterwards, and it would be right neat.
Right neat. So putting the plexiglass on that and then putting the material over top of the plexiglass, it probably wouldn't stay, or?
Well, it depends. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, most of the time you have a seam on each side and a seam across here, but this roof I think you could come right down. But if you they put a seam across here, and then they have your windows in there, tucked up in underneath it, right?
You could do it any way you wanted to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And the reason being is I did.
Depends how you want it to look.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like to have it padded looking a little bit. And I'd like to have this shape here. I like to have this shape. Like say, just down past, like probably 1 inch all the way around past the roof. So if I went 1 inch or further, because I want to cover that all. I don't need to put foam on that because that's the car.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have the material down to about here somewhere.
Yeah, that's the trick.
That's the trick?
Yeah.
So that'd be sewed on after, or would you?
No, you go on. You make it. It's just once you get a lip down like that, just to keep the lip from turning up on you.
Would that lip be made before and then sewn to the roof material, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest with you. Like this here, would you put material inside this piece? Because I'd want that hanging down just a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you should have something there probably. And that's the same, be done the same way. You bring the roof down, you have a piece that tucks in and holds it, and there's a little piece that sticks down with a binding on it.
Also, when I put the window up, I'll show you this. I'm going to want to put
some kind of a seal.
Yeah, I got a seal going on there. I had to add a piece of steel there to the post. That seals that nice. I'd want to add a piece of seal inside there, and you can see I've got just enough wood on the inside to put that seal there. I wouldn't mind that being covered because I've got some filler in there that I tried to make that shape a little bit better. It wasn't fitting the best.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something in there anyway. So yeah, so you could take that in to wherever your seal's going to be, and then your seal will hide the edge, right?
Yeah, could we leave it like say that far from the edge of the wood, and then I could, because if you look from the front,
trim it off as needed.
You can see how far the wood's on the inside. You can see where the wood ends on the window. If you want to come take a look here, you can see how that. See, I got that much left.
Yeah.
So the seal would run basically with the wood on that side.
Yeah.
Would you also tuck it down around underneath this bad boy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not fitting. I got it fitting pretty good. I had to put some filler in here because I didn't like the distance that it was away, just to tighten it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It would have been nice if it was rounded off a little more here, but
I can round it off with a little more with a sander or DA or whatever.
But either way, we'll work with it, whatever it is.
And it's not like it's just aluminum that's on the facer of your house.
Yeah.
That's just thin. So,
but
like, it's got
support. So
it's got support, but this one here has only got one support in the middle. So it's, when you pull that material down, I wouldn't want to see that buckled in. I don't think it will, but. And this is pretty tight.
Yeah. No, I think you're good.
I'm good?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You want to put a sunroof in?
No. Too much work just to do that. Also, the only reason I did put the material in there is because I didn't want to have the extra work of putting the headliner in it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if you just did the outside, it'd be better than having, and I don't mind that look. It's kind of something different.
Yeah.
And me and Jolene kind of cheaply went for it. Looks like your grandmother's couch, don't it? In there.
Oh yeah, it looks old.
It does look old of the thing. Also,
and you're the guy who's gonna have to look at it.
That's true. I'm not gonna drive like this though. This here, would we put a piece of round foam over top of that, just give that a little more shape? Because that'll give it a little more shape. We put.
Oh yeah, you're probably gonna want the foam.
Foam the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much. I think to give it that nice padded look.
Yeah, and if possible, I'm not sure. Like, we've got it fitting pretty decent. Like, there's only probably an eighth going on here where it's not hard down on.
You're gonna have a seam here on both sides. So.
Is that how you do that?
Yeah, to get to take the shape of the side, especially on this one, it's pretty square. Yeah.
So if the roof came off, would it be possible? Like, obviously the roof will come off. Would it be possible to measure down an inch and make this shape, follow that shape all the way around?
Yeah. Worst if it's a problem, you can just put a little snap there. That's what they used to do on the Fords.
Put a snap there and snap it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it don't stay, if it wants to flip up, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
It wouldn't look out of place.
So you're saying you might do it?
Yeah, give her
a whirl?
Yeah.
All right. What color do you think it should look? What color do you think it should be? Black? White? Same color as the car? Red? Blue? It can be any color, really.
I should have brought my sample book, shouldn't I? Yeah.
So there is you have a sample book with...
just different colors.
Would you put a burlap looking thing on top of that, or a convertible roof looking top on that?
It'd be nice to have you'd want like a cloth style roof, wouldn't you? Or
I do want a cloth style roof.
Yeah, so it's.
I'd like it to make it look thicker if it is. Like, I do want thin looking material, do we? We want a thick looking material, I think. So you're saying a 1/2 inch of foam and then the material. When do you want it? Do you want the window? Want me to put the window in it?
Yeah, the window. We have to know how that window's going in and how we're going to do it. Yeah.
Would you be able to sew that up and glue that around there, or you would not do that?
Possibly, yeah.
Because you could, like, if you glue it, you could sew the window up any way you wanted to, could you not?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could give it a sad face or whatever. Like, what do you think, Karen? You gonna help him? Do you know how to sew?
Not automobiles.
Not automobiles.
No.
So that's basically where I'm at. I got it stapled on there. It seems to be going.
The other thing you need to know is your material line, how wide it is.
It's just over over 4 feet wide.
Okay, because to make sure your material is wide enough to...
Would I leave the buying the material up to you or me?
It's just as easy for
Wide.
you, I think.
Okay, just easy for me. You want me to go to? I can go to town. 53 inches, I would say, is probably your widest point.
Okay.
And that material you can get at 5 feet wide.
And yeah, okay.
I think it's 5 feet wide. But our stuff we got in there was 5 feet wide, wasn't it?
Some of them comes 54, some comes 60, so it's 54 would be workable.
54 would be workable. Yeah. Do you have any idea what kind of foam you want?
Well, you want something that's not going to get mildew in that and start stinking, right? So you want,
No, I don't want nothing stinking.
Yeah.
What about buoyancy?
that's,
Is there a color that you would want? Is it blue or is it gray?
I don't think.
Don't matter?
No, you just need something that's...
You want that rounded off just a little bit more?
Yeah, it'd be
round that
nice
off
just a little
more.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just when that seam comes up, we can bring it down. Yeah, I don't think you want anything hard. You want something there that's going to give it a nice
Yeah.
padded feel.
Okay, we can pick that out. We were down to Halifax and got the material.
They should be able to help you that when you... They should know what you need, you tell them what you want.
The ladies down there, you think they'd know what a Carson top would be?
No, but they'll know as far as the material that's going to, the water's not going to affect, or
Yeah.
it's not going to get mildewy, stink.
What do you honestly think about the roof?
Looks good, I like it. There's only one thing.
One for us.
One thing I'd have done different, but that's all right.
Say that one thing again?
The only thing I'd have done different is, it would have been a lot of work, but I had an oval window in the back.
Okay. An oval window in the
But it
back.
don't matter, because all the other windows are square anyway. But it's just...
Well, basically I did with what I had. I had
Yeah.
one piece of wood left,
Yeah.
and that's what I
No, it looks good.
basically got. And I'm hoping maybe you'll round the window up maybe or something. Maybe you can sew it around, like have something like that maybe. Or whatever you think, an oval window, or I'd leave it totally up to you as far as that goes. Whatever you think. Because it's the back window, and I don't drive looking backwards most times.
Yeah.
But I do like the look of the roof on it.
Yeah.
Kind of gives it a, what can I say? Looks better chopped, I think.
Yeah, and it doesn't look over chopped, so that's good.
That's one thing I was trying not to do, is over chop it. It was 3 inches, 2 3/4, I guess. Yeah, that's basically where it's at.
Of course, you haven't had to seat in it yet either, see where you're going to set to.
I don't know about the seat either. There's a few things with the seat that I think the seat's going to get me up in the ceiling a little bit. And then there's another thing I got to do. Is that able to be ripped off and then lowered and put back on? Like, see this thing here? This is up quite high. This could be lowered down, couldn't it? Inside this thing?
Probably, yeah. Not easy, but it's...
Not easy. Nothing's easy, is it?
No.
But I'm thinking that might be a little bit high for what's going on.
You'll have to set it in there and try it.
I set a little bench in there, but this might go down a little bit when you set on it.
Yeah.
Other than the bench I had in there, just shoved me up.
It probably had oodles of room before, right?
I don't know about oodles, but it had a bit.
Because most of the old cars had room for the gentlemen to wear their hats.
For the top hat. I haven't got a top hat, but so put the window in it, round the corners on it,
Yeah.
get the foam, and get the material I want and bring it down to you? Or do you want to do it right there?
I'll probably measure it up and do a lot of right there.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's better on the car,
And then you'll know.
especially when you want the back to go the way.
Well,
you
you'd have to take it home and sew it,
Yeah.
obviously, but okay. Awesome. So it's a go. All I have to do is get the stuff.
All you gotta do is get stuff. Yeah.
Just that easy. Just got to get the stuff and put it on, I guess. Just going to bring that spray gun of yours and glue the foam all on it and that sort of stuff, basically?
Possibly.
Possibly. I'm guessing when I say that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I'm guessing. But awesome. I'm glad you can work with it. What?
What color does he think?
What color do you think? I don't really enjoy.
A lot of times they match the top to the interior, like a brown. Some kind of a brown.
Yeah.
But that's up to you.
I didn't say brown, did I?
The original top was what, beige, wasn't it? Like a beige.
It was,
Yeah.
and it didn't look that great.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It didn't. Yeah.
It
You
probably
need a
would-
little bit of contrast, right?
Yep. Brown. We can get the same color brown as that, or that's not a good looking. That's not. You don't want some material like that for the roof. You want something like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That feels like a thick canvas, really, to me. That there is like that's a vinyl, but that's a thicker canvas. That is.
Yeah, that's all that is.
It would have been good to have you here to take that off because I didn't know shit. As soon as you pull that off, that's where the staples are.
Yeah.
I didn't know that taking the roof off. It's like
I knew. I was watching. I said, yeah.
take the thing
do
off
a
and
lot more work than they have to do.
He's talking.
yeah, I knew friggin' well that you would know exactly what to do, and it was quite a complicated thing to try to get it off
You figure it out.
after a while. But we tried to take it off once, and then we took this off, and then we lifted it up, and there was more staples underneath of it. It was
Yeah.
like they got me.
Yeah.
But all right, that's what we'll do. That color there, canvas. They had that canvas that thick down there in Halifax, would they?
I don't know.
Or would I have to order it?
They can order.
They can order
They
it.
should be able to. Yeah.
So I'll go through their book and
Yeah. They should have a. Because they deal with some of the companies that I used to deal with when I was working. So most of them carry. Or you take your chances online. But
We did that once.
right now, with things, it's hard to say what's happening.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty well sums it up. Floyd's going to do it. He thinks it's okay. Like, if he says it's okay, I wouldn't want to punch it or anything, but you wouldn't want to punch any roof, would you?
No.
No. But it says it's okay. Looks all right. The window, he probably would have did a little different something there, but we might be able to get past it.
No, it looks good.
And then round the corners up a little bit. Bing, bang, boom. Floyd will have a roof on it for us. And it's light. Like, I picked that right off by myself,
Yeah,
easy.
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing I don't know if many Carson tops are light.
Well, the material's going to make it a little heavier, but you'd be
Yeah, I
surprised.
probably won't take it off anyways very much.
Yeah.
I guess, but it won't be hard to take it off.
Yeah, because some Carson tops didn't come off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's it.
Oh, I was going to bring something up for you and I
Well, I
forgot.
keep saying that's it, but it's not it.
Well, you got this wood down in here to hold that on.
Take a look at it. Yeah. See right on that side.
Yeah, I've got T-nuts. I was going to bring you up to. So you drill a hole through the wood.
Yeah.
And then the T-nut slides in, and then you can just screw something into it,
Okay.
which makes it easier than trying to get behind the whole nut.
Something like that.
Yeah, and I don't know, boy.
That screws up in the window here.
It'd be close to the size of that probably.
All right.
But you can make something like that to put in there. Yeah.
Right on. And then I can just unscrew it by my hand, take it off.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you think it's okay, because if it wasn't okay, I'd be sad. If you know I'm trying, I mean, if it didn't work.
Well, I've been watching. If I thought it wasn't okay, I'd have been up here earlier.
Awesome. That's good. So we got her done. Looks good. I'm happy with it. Me and Jolene got all the pieces on it. All the material went on nice.
Yeah.
I only put one staple through on the other side.
Oh, you just had enough, didn't you, material?
I did.
Yeah.
Like I had a handful to throw in the garbage, and that's it. And I had to be careful making this piece on the other piece because I wanted this silver on the outside.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do it right, we could have messed it up in a hurry. But anyways, it went well and sounds good. So basically now I'm thinking about buying hood sides. I don't want these vents in the hood side.
Yeah.
And I got different headlights. And put the different headlights on.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I think they look a little bit better. And I also got this.
And that's going to convert a 5-speed on there, is it?
I'm going to put a 265 onto a 3-speed Ford.
Oh, okay. The opposite way. Okay. Cool.
Gives me, so I don't think I have to mess with a whole bunch. I just pull the engine. People are listening, aren't they? I got a 265, I got a brand new engine over there, 265. The first Chevy V8 I'll put on this. And they give it a little bit more, probably 265, 100 horsepower, 125 horsepower, 150 maybe.
115 probably, 110 around there. I don't know.
I think it'd be a little bit better and more reliable than that. It will be now.
Yeah, because that's, what did I have, 60, 80 horsepower?
Something like that. Yeah. And it just make it a little bit better for driving, I think. More reliable.
Yeah.
See what happens. But the headlights, the hood, and the motor, I think that's basically it. I want to lower the rear end and leave. I want to change the wheels on it. I want to put hubcaps on it instead of wires.
Oh yeah.
I think I do. I know I do actually. I want to take these off. I might take these off later on today. I don't like, just smooth it up a little bit, get rid of that and that. I think it'll look a little bit better. Did you see the headlights on it? I don't know how to put the headlights on it, we'll just leave it like that. Picked up a new sign. Do you remember Cornwallis Motors back in that day? Huh? Got them cleaned up, look good. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. Really appreciate it. Floyd is on board, and he said he would have come up and said something if I was doing something wrong, but I guess I was doing okay. When was the last time I did something you didn't call me and you should have called me and told me something I didn't know?
Back window.
Back window in the car. I expect a phone call once a month, Floyd.
But that was no big deal, was it?
No.
Luckily, it was in with new rubber. Yeah.
No, it went well. Yeah. Come back tomorrow and we'll be here.